Good morning, niggas.
You lack conviction.
Anakin, Crashout, Skywalker.
I got this!
That was easy. Zygerian scum.
I got this!
Get up, you filth! If it was up to me, I would kill you right here!
Everybody knows Anakin and his Crashout moments that led him to the dark side. And were those valid? Okay, not all of them, but most of them were valid and honestly justifiable. We're gonna go through, in my opinion, his top Crashout moments that definitely led him to the dark side, and we're gonna discuss if they were valid, not valid, or justifiable. Also, I just made a new Discord. Go check the link in the description because you already know we active in there. Just before we get started in this video, I'm gonna do a quick prayer to bless all the viewers that come across this video. If you don't want to listen to prayer time, I put a timestamp on the screen right here, or check in my link in the description for the timestamp. You can skip ahead. Alright, let's get into the prayer time. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for being the most blessed thing that can come into anyone's life here, my Lord. Thank you for blessing all my viewers who come across these videos, and we spread abundance and joy in this lifetime that we have. Thank you again for always being by our sides, because sometimes it can get really tough. I know everyone has a struggle they're going through, whether it's physically, mentally, or financially. May you please be by their side and bless them, my Lord. Let them know that you're always there, and show them that there's good to the end of this. And for my non-believers too, my Lord, give them even more strength. And whatever religion or God you serve, may this prayer touch your heart and know we just all want to be one community and just enjoy life and spread positivity. Thank you again for everyone's listening to this prayer. Thank you again, Jesus Christ. Amen. Shout out my boy right here. His video inspired me to do a Star Wars version. Keep doing your thing, brother. The Republic has captured the Separatist planet Geonosis and destroyed a whole droid factory. Luminata found Rodwave down there and learned he can control all these dead Geonosians. Poggle gets taken by the Jedi because he's Rodwave's right-wing man. Now he's going to Coruscant for interrogation. There was an egg that was still left on Geonosis and took over one of the clones, and it got brought back to Coruscant. Now we're in the ship, and these brain rot worms slowly are taking over everyone. Took over all the clones and Barris, and there's no cure how to do it. Ahsoka right here is fighting for her life right now. She warns Anakin, and Anakin does not like this. Anakin goes and interrogates Poggle. This man starts walking. Yo, look how this man's walking. Yo, I don't even care what anybody says. I'm about to be glazing this whole video. Anakin menacingly walks in, and he just starts aura farming on Poggle. They even have Dark Deeds playing in the background. Like, this shit right now is already peak. Anakin goes to the clone, starts talking about leave us. Even the clone said, yeah, you don't gotta tell me twice. They pretty much said,
I'm a fault with.
Anakin tries to persuade him by showing him a video of Jabba the Hutt's thick ass, but that did not work. The translator droid really said, yo, that weak shit don't work over here. Anakin said, oh really? And instantly backhands the man. Even had the droid shut like, damn, this nigga really a Crashout. Poggle, just to rage bait Anakin, said to him, you get no hustle, bro. And Anakin could not let that slide because we all know who he pulled. Anakin didn't even think twice and just start force choking the life out of him. Had him swept off his feet up in the air. This moment was always one of my favorite moments because it was early on in the show, and it always showed you Anakin needed to do what was necessary when it came to it. Because the Jedi weren't really like that. But Anakin, you know, if a child's about to die from murder, that man's killing the child straight. Okay, oh shit. That man's killing the murderer straight up. This little Crashout, or you guys can say this little moment of dark side, in my books was definitely justifiable. He was trying to save people's lives, and Poggle was not trying to give it to him. So he had to do what was necessary.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Anakin and Ahsoka are on a mission, and they get a distress call from Yoda, and the talk went like this. Jedi Temple bombed, it has been. How you know? Getting death sticks I was. An explosion happened, and my dealer caught he was. Boom boom he went. We are on our way. On God, that shit was crazy. They head back to the temple and start an investigation, and they go to the crime scene, and they have to team up with this wily ass bot to solve this. There's suspicions that this man named Jakar is responsible, and they try to find him, but there's no leads. They come and find that Jakar is actually not alive, and he exploded in the crime scene. The only thing remained was his hand. We look into his bloodstream, and we just see a bunch of creepers chilling in there, meaning this man was the bomb, and the only suspect right now is his wife. So she gets taken to custody for her interrogation. She calls down Ahsoka because she feels unsafe around other Jedi. And as Ahsoka is gathering all this intel, the wife's name is Letta, and Letta right now is telling Ahsoka all the tea and the gossip. And as she's about to tell her some valuable information, she gets instantaneously choked right in front of Ahsoka and just dies right then and there. Ahsoka was framed by the council because it looked like she did it from the camera. But again, I don't know if the whole council, the whole order must have Patrick syndrome, because remember, she was on a whole next planet with Anakin while this happened, and they still blamed her. And remember, Leto called her for protection from another Jedi, you know what I'm saying? Why would she call Ahsoka if Ahsoka was originally the killer? Wouldn't she just rat on Ahsoka right then and there? I don't know, I don't want to get too much into it. Anyways though, Ahsoka gets arrested, and of course, Anakin wants to go see his Padawan, you know? The man's like, yo, free up Ahsoka, you know what I'm saying? And forgive me, kings and queens, because I don't know who this clone trooper is. This has to be one of the most ballsiest clone troopers ever, because Anakin asked him to go see his Padawan, and Anakin was not really asking.
I said, my Padawan is in there. Now step aside.
The trooper really said no, and maybe because he's behind the glass wall, but you really think that's gonna stop Anakin?
Nigga, no!
But yeah, the trooper said no, and this rages Anakin. He starts getting angrily, clenching his fist, and aggressively says,
I don't care what she's accused of. Let me in.
oh my lord, I'm getting shivers just listening to this. Me personally, I would have shat myself, and I would have been like this.
Daddy, chill.
And hope he calms down. This scared the trooper, and the man tells other clone troopers to activate their staffs. And you know damn well those clone troopers were not trying to do that. They were about to be 6 feet under if they even tried to touch Anakin. You see this man's face? You couldn't tell what type of timing Anakin was on. But he regains control and lets them be. A couple hours have passed, and Ahsoka escapes the prison, and now she's on the run, and she has a whole warrant after her, looking like the ending scene of Blues Brothers. Anakin trying to help her and prove that she's innocent, but she doesn't want to because she feels hurt, and she ends up running away and goes into hiding. This leads Anakin to go on some detective Sherlock Holmes to go rescue his Padawan. His first suspect is Ventress, and he cracks her down, finds her lacking. And why is Anakin pulling up like Prime Batman? Pulls up on her, and he's already trying to end her whole career right now. Just look how he's standing there.
Get off that nigga dick, bro. What is you doing?
Anakin lunges up at Ventress, and Ventress Spartan kicks him right in the chest and hits him with a kick. She throws a punch, but he catches it, looking smooth as hell. Anakin tries to turn her into Darth Maul, just straight slice that girl in half. She flips away and she's on the run, but she's defenseless, and Anakin has Hall of Fame chase down. Force pushes her, gives her straight scoliosis, grabs her by the neck and stares her down. And now, ladies and gentlemen, listen to my alpha goat play the clip.
Tell me what happened.
Bro, Choke was so freaky pre-Shotty's face. I'm about to put her in a whole IG bang. Nah, if this video blows up, I'm about to be known as the Anakin Glazer, and I'm totally okay with that. After Ventress got freaked out, she got choked, and she definitely got turned on by Anakin. Ventress gives Anakin some valid information, and this tracks down Barriss as the last suspect. This leads to one of the most famous scenes in Clone Wars. Let's peep game. Anakin pulls up on Barriss and just starts talking her down. Right now, she's trying to gaslight her way out of the situation, and Anakin is not buying none of that. He kind of has her backed in the corner, and he tests something and just tries to strike her down, but she pulls out 2 red lightsabers, aka these are Ventress's lightsabers. She blocks the hit, pushes away, hits him with a sweep. Anakin dodges it. She attacks him twice, and Anakin kicks her out of the room. Now they're on the run. Anakin catches her and is straight on aggressive. She flips out of the way, and they just start talking their shit. Anakin pulls out his lightsaber, and now it's 2-on-2. Really looking good right now. They swing twice, and Anakin tries to hit her from the back. She ends up on the side of the wall. She tries to kick him, but he dodges it clean. She does some spinning ballerina shit and ends up on top of this pillar and is hopping away. Force pushes Anakin into the wall a little bit. Does a flip and tries to take him out. Overpowers him, but he kicks her out of the way. She realized this ISO is not gonna work, so she's trying to book it. The guards pull up on her, and she runs out. Jumps through the glass window. She attacks Anakin, swings twice. Anakin brings the lightsaber to the ground. She checks with the other hand, but does not work. Anakin's showing her that he is him. You could tell he's calm and just overpowering her right now. Younglings right here are training right now, and they're watching this go down. This is peak class. This reminds me of the days when you miss one day of school and everyone's like, oh yeah, like it was such a good day of school, nothing really happened. You'd be like, what? Oh yeah, a fight happened, our teacher got pregnant, and Michael Jackson pulled up. Like, nigga, what? They're still boxing, and Barriss kicks Anakin, and he falls, and he loses one of his lightsabers. The youngling actually tells him to look out and saves Anakin's life. Ironically, Anakin could not do that the other way around. Okay, I'll play. Bears jumped up hella high to take this man out, looking like Robin with the double knee action out here. Anakin blocks it, kicks her out. She's attacking. He rolls out of it, back kicks her. Anakin attacks twice, and he's dodging. They're clashing. She swings. She swings her other hand, and he catches her arm. Now, this is easy for Anakin, because now it's a one lightsaber versus one. And he shows, look at this man. He's about to overpower her. She swings. Anakin blocks, takes in control, and goes full aggressive mode. Straight just overpowering her, and just start trying to break her down. She lunges at Anakin. Anakin catches her and throws her into a tree, showing that there's really levels to this. After the fight, Barriss is taken as a terrorist, and everything kind of goes back to normal, but that's what it seems. The Jedi Council asks Ahsoka if she wants to come back, even after they were ready to dash her like someone from Toy Story. Ahsoka leaves in sadness and runs out. Anakin chases her, and she explains why she has to leave, and you can tell this broke Anakin to pieces. Yes, this might not have been a full crash out moment, but Ahsoka leaving the order is like when my dad left me to go grab the milk.
But anywho,
and this moment in Clone Wars was a big pivotal moment for Anakin because it showed a lot of his dark tendencies, even his actions he would do, but at the same time just trying to rescue his Padawan. And again, all these little dark side and little crash out moments lead out to his biggest crash out moment in Star Wars. But you can't even blame him for this one. He trusted her, fought for her to the end just to prove that he will stay loyal to her, and then Anakin was left alone. So honestly, all these dark side moments was super valid in my opinion. Now this arc, in my opinion, is f***ed up. All I'm saying is this plan could have been so much better or executed in so much different ways. But anyways, let's get into it. The Jedi Council has a plan to catch an assassination attempt on Palpatine, and this starts with the trio on a little excursion. They start getting shot at out of nowhere, and Anakin and Obi-Wan decide to flank the shooter. Obi-Wan walks right in front of the open, ends up getting shot, falling to his doom. Ahsoka finds him, and Anakin sees if he's okay. She pronounces Obi-Wan as dead on the scene. Mind you, this is only 2 minutes into the episode. This is a crazy start to the episode. They have his funeral, and look, even his wife is there crying, and y'all telling me that's not Obi-Wan's wife. My goat Anakin standing there again menacingly with the music getting really intense. He thinks Obi-Wan is dead for good, but in reality this is actually all part of the council's plan, and they did not want to tell Anakin, which personally in my opinion was not the smartest idea, because come on, Anakin has done so much for the council and you guys still can't trust him. Like, you're just breaking his trust even more. But anyways, I don't know what death sticks all the council was smoking. Anyways, carry on. Yoda and Mace Windu end up shape-shifting Obi-Wan into this criminal that looked like the killer that was sent to kill Obi-Wan. And look at Obi-Wan right now. This man legit turned to One Punch Man. They meet the shooter at the bar and celebrating his kill and what he thought was a kill. He goes to the back and Obi-Wan's already there, and this man, no exaggeration, this man straight asks him to get booty butt naked. I'm not even kidding. The man's like, your clothes please. And then Windu's black ass came out of the darkness. Okay, I really did not need to say it like that, but as a brother, you did not need to be chilling dark in the corner, bro. You could have just been standing there. Now, I don't know what happened in there, but they never really showed us, but I'm gonna just imagine that was PG friendly. Hours later, Anakin pulls up to the bar because he gets a word that the shooter's in there. Anakin's already on smoke, letting everyone know he's not playing. Already ignites his lightsaber instantaneously as he walks in. He finds Rocco, aka the shooter that killed Obi-Wan, and he's drunk, sleeping. Anakin does not like that. Anakin slams him to the wall and says,
If it was up to me, I would kill you right here!
Now, if this ain't straight a little bit of crash out, because again, he's controlling his emotions, but this is just pure dark side moments that are all leading up to more crash outs. Anakin grabs him and brings him to prison, and this starts the whole bounty hunter arc link up. Obi-Wan, because that was Obi-Wan now. Rocco, I don't want to have to Rocco.
you know he did.
Obi-Wan teams up with Cad Bane and tries to gain his trust through all these trials, and the council just keeps lying to Anakin, and this angers him, so he takes Ahsoka and he wants to go kill Rocco himself. They pull up on him on a ship, and they start battling, like straight road raging while in the air. The ship crashes. Anakin finds Rocco on the ones, and already Anakin was already ready to turn this man into a pack. He was about to go for the kill, and Cad Bane comes out of nowhere like LeBron and saves Obi-Wan's life. If Cad didn't come, I truly think Obi-Wan would have been turned to shish kebab. They end up fighting for a bit, and Obi-Wan has Anakin in this armbar, and he must have said some next freak shit to Anakin, because after he whispered something to his ear, Anakin straight fainted on sight. Ahsoka finds him, and Anakin realizes Obi-Wan Obi-Wan is still alive. And he goes to the council and they finally tell him this whole plan, and Anakin is very hurt. And he felt like they didn't care about his feelings or trust him. And again, honestly, I fully agree. This was super wrong on their part. Again, something to make Anakin lead to his main crash out. All these dark side little moments. The man was already about to kill Obi-Wan accidentally, because in his eyes, Obi-Wan died and all he's doing is avenging his master. This is valid in my books. Now, I'm pretty sure everyone knows about this iconic fight and one of the most belt-to-ass whoopings we have seen in the Clone Wars show. I'm only doing a quick summary, but if you want to see the whole arc, I have a video right here. Check the card or check the link in the description. It includes everything, including the full fight. Come on, like, tap in with your boy. For those who don't know Clovis, Clovis is a friend or a little fling thing of Padme's, basically her ex. And the council wants her to spy on her ex because of Count Dior, because they think Count Dior has all these next type of plans. Anakin doesn't like hearing this and he's getting jealous. One night, Padme and Clovis end up working together to solve a problem. And they start drinking. And man, I know Padme trying to be loyal and shit, but drinking with another man one-on-one that is not your husband is a crime. Like, you need to have some respect. All it takes is too much that Don Julio and boom, there's Clovis babies now. Clovis, of course, getting the wrong intentions and try to kiss Padme, pretty much try to sexual assault her. And Anakin walks in.
No, fuck that! Everything y'all got me fucked up!
Yeah, you know he up. Trying to take Anakin's girl. Well, I don't know what this man was thinking. Anakin starts choking him, lifting him 20 feet in the air, and is ready to go into straight kill mode. Then Kings and Queens, the most CTE moment Clovis could have had in this whole arc, and says this to Anakin.
Why don't you try fighting like a man without your Jedi tricks?
Clovis, you really are losing brain cells over here. Like, I don't know if Padme's punani is that crazy or what, because yo, Padme ain't worth it like that.
Shut your stupid ass up!
Okay, I lied. Maybe a bit. But I still want to be able to breathe or have all my limbs together. Like, come on. Challenging Anakin Crashout Skywalker is the same equivalent of jaywalking in Gotham City.
Jaywalker. No, come on, man, please. I promise I'll never jaywalk again. Nah, you'll never walk again.
Look at this man, Anakin. This man instantaneously threw his lightsaber and was ready for the fade. This man hit that murder waddle. Kings and queens, let me teach you a quick life advice. If you ever see any person, male or female, willing to fight like they just don't care, just throw in the damn towel. It will save you a hospital bill. We already know what's about Aspire, and Clovis catches a straight classic parent ass whooping that for show made him rethink his choices. Again, this crash out was 300% valid. You pretty much see a man trying to take your ball. And what are you just gonna do, stand there? Yeah, like what am I, Adam 22? Anakin had every right to crash out on Clovis. The Jedi Council. These niggas were like the enemy of Anakin. Disregarded his feelings, didn't trust him, didn't even try to help him, let him solve his problems. Even when Anakin's come to assistance, just gave him some one-word ass answers. He was literally one of the best in that whole place. They didn't give him the rank of master because, again, I don't know what the council be smoking with them death sticks. There's so much things I could say, but I'm not making this into like a 40-minute video. I'm gonna give you a short representation of the whole Jedi Council situation.
You are on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of master.
What? How can you be on the council and not be a master?
Take a seat, young Skywalker.
The council wants you to report on all the Chancellor's dealings. We want to know what he's up to.
I understand.
May the Force be with us all.
Everyone knows Anakin as a child was a slave on Tatooine and he only lived with his mother. When Qui-Gon and Kenobi come around and they took him to train to become a Jedi. Years later, as he's now a Padawan becoming a general, his mom still stayed back and was a slave. And you know, the Jedi Council being one of the biggest political groups out there, you would think they could easily free his mother from that slave camp.
No.
The council didn't do nothing. I'm pretty sure there's an episode where Jabba's son or cousin, whatever, gets captured and the Jedi intervene and help Jabba. And if I remember, Jabba's in charge of the slave federation that like Anakin's mom's under. So yeah, they fully could have done something. Anakin was having dreams like this.
Leave me alone!
And seeing visions of his mom literally turning into Swiss cheese. He pulls up and he's realized his mom is not there anymore and she got taken out of Tusken Raider camp. She is pretty much on her deathbed when he finds her, and this enrages him to the max. And he does what every human would do. Turn into a mass murderer.
No, nigga!
Okay, but seriously, this was pretty valid. Yes, he did kill the woman and the children, maybe a little extreme, but he had to see his own mother die in his hands. And I'm speaking for every viewer here. If you have a mother, appreciate her, because most mothers, I know not all, but most mothers are literally the most blessings on earth. And that is not a pleasant sight to see your mom die right in front of you. This was totally valid, and everyone would definitely become a pack on my watch too. Again, Anakin now, way later in the future, having dreams about losing Padme, and he's doing everything in his power to stop that. The war's getting intense, and everyone knows there's a Sith Lord involved, but they don't know where or who this person is. Anakin figures out his Palpatine is a Sith Lord, and as Anakin found out, he was actually ready to kill him, but Palpatine, with his manipulation-ass words, says, I could save you from losing Padme. Pause. First things first, how the hell does he know that? If Anakin was actually using his brain a little bit, he would have realized Palpatine is putting those dreams in his brain, because Anakin never told Palpatine, how the hell would Palpatine know that? And then the man would have turned to Swiss cheese. But again, that Snow Bunny mind control is too strong for him. This man pledges himself to the dark side and pretty much kills the whole order. And was this valid? Of course! Okay, most people think Anakin helped him with Order 66 just because of Padme, which some of it was the reason, but that wasn't the whole reason. Like you see in this video, there was a bunch of moments that led up to all this crash out. The Jedi Council not trusting him, losing his mother, literally no one helping with his emotions, and him trying to solve everything by himself. Anakin's human at the end of the day. And now the last thing that he loves, because he already lost Ahsoka, he doesn't trust the council, he lost his mother too. All he has left is Padme. And I guess fumbling fine shit would definitely make a lot of men crash out, especially prime Natalie Portman. I know niggas who crash out over a fridge. I can imagine this. Again, Padme must really had Anakin and Clovis in a hypnosis, because again, they were ready to die for the Punani, I guess. Was this valid? I wouldn't say valid. Justifiable? I wouldn't say justifiable either. I would say understandable. I understand why he would crash out and he end up doing what he did. If you stayed to the end, you're a real one. Comment down below. I'd love to talk to y'all, my true kings and queens. Thank you again for tuning in. If you want more Star Wars or other commentary, like I'm gonna start doing Marvel and other stuff, you already know, tap in with your boy. Like, comment, hit the notification bell, because we know you're already dropping bangers over here. I hope everyone has a blessed day. All right, let's go.